Welcome back, everybody, to Falcon Plays Tharsis. We're going to be doing a second run in Tharsis over here today because I'm not exactly happy with how the first one ended, as you could probably imagine. We had a really good thing going on for a while, but then I got sloppy towards the end, and it came to an unfortunate demise for everybody involved. Now, I'm not going to use this as an excuse or a crutch, but I do feel that, unfortunately, when I'm doing commentary, it's a lot more harder to completely take into consideration every single option available to you on screen, because half of your brain is trying to hopefully try to, deliver some sort of witty and insightful commentary to keep you guys amused, and the other parts over here trying to focus on what's happening on screen. I will note that by saying as well that I have beat the game off camera, and let me see, can I check out the stats over here? Games 1-1. So I did beat the game off camera after the first run because I wanted to get a bit better, and I really enjoy the game myself. I will also let you guys know that if we fail this run, don't you worry one bit. The victory that I have won, I actually did record the last 2 weeks of that run just in case. So whether we win or fail this run right now, I will have a video to show you guys the ending of the game. At least one of them. I'm pretty sure there's probably multiple endings, but I can't say for a fact, but I got an ending. And I will be showing that video off if we either win or lose this one. So it doesn't really matter. We'll still see it at some point. Let's get into the new game over here and get underway. We have Jiri Novak over here unlocked. I have not used him just yet. As a matter of fact, I just beat the game like 5 minutes ago, and then I was going to start doing my recording for the second run right now. So he's the guy that we unlocked for beating the game. He's a pilot. He ignores movement damage. I guess that could be pretty useful sometimes, but honestly, the way I'm going to play this out is because I really like it a lot, is I'm going to remove Alison Silva again. Her ability is only for her benefit, which is the +1 reroll. I want to keep Pakal around. I want to keep the HP one. This could have been really useful in my last run that I actually won, but I won't spoil what I mean about that. And then we have Captain over here, which is actually really good. I like Joy Lee because it's +2 assist whenever you trigger her ability, so that could be really, really useful, especially once you have the injury dies and the voice and all those other things. So we'll pick her up, and let's go ahead and confirm over here. So what are we looking at here? We're looking at a void already. Wow, that's really early in the game. We do have 1 assist, though. Maybe we go after this void right now, I'm going to say. The only problem, it does seem like pretty useless to use 3 die for only 8 points of damage. I feel like we should probably use Jean Olawe. Now, I would like to use Jean as well for the +1 die ability to everybody else, especially Kayla Jones, because next turn over we'll be able to feed Kayla Jones to bring her up to a 4, but we're going to have a few people with the 2s over here, like Jean Olawe as well. Alrighty, what are we looking at down here? Suppression, anti-hemorrhaging, and sedatives. These aren't really two amazing ones that I'm too happy about. We might also want to invest a point down here and just do a shuffle. Alrighty, let's start off with Joy Lee with 3. You could also trigger some assists as well, can't you? I'm going to say Jean down over here. And if we trigger his ability, I doubt we are going to be able to do that right now, but we could give an extra die to him and also Pakal as well. Well, let's go ahead and do a roll. Let's start this off with here really quickly, and we'll consider... No. I mean, luckily we didn't get the void, so there is that. We're looking at a 5, so this will not clear this issue up. Do we roll again and hope for something better, or what do you guys think here? I think we could take the 3 for now and hope for a 5 or a 6, and hopefully avoid that 4. A 3 again. Well, it's better. It's going to bring it down to like a 2 beforehand, or a 3, so we brought it down to a 2. Maybe, I think that was a 3 as well. Alrighty, so this will bring down to a 2. Really unfortunate we have to use somebody else for that, but I guess we could use Kayla Jones now, who only has 1 die. And yeah, so we'll bring her down here, not a big problem I guess, and just do a roll. Now, don't get a 4. Do not get a 4. Just hope a 3 is good enough. Alrighty, issue is now completed. Excellent. Alrighty, so now we have 2 people left over with a significant amount of die to take care of this 27 issue down here. Mind you, this is not going to be like something that's going to hurt our ship, but it's going to hurt our HP. You could trigger the 2 assists, correct? Which we still haven't used, by the way. And then you could give me +1 HP to the ship as well. I feel like we should try to get the assist first, maybe? Or should we just save the assist for the next turn over? Maybe the next turn over. Let's start off with Pakal then. So we'll use Pakal for this one. Try to avoid a 1 and a 3, dog. Do me a solid here. Oh, there's that. Oh, 2 1s. Okay. Well, you know. Try to avoid a 1 and 3. Okay, cool. I avoided it by giving you 2 1s, of course. I could heal the ship by 1. I don't have to worry about stress at the moment, I'm going to say. Let's start reducing the damage over here, though. And we will go ahead and... This 1 is useless. pointless to do that. So you know what? I'm going to use this 1 down here for the research project. And you know what? Since I don't like these guys down here, let me just shuffle it out now. Energy boost, plus 3 die to 1 crew. This is a lot better. Yeah, this could be a lot more useful. Roll your last 1. And a 4. That's fine. So we brought the issue down to an 18. Now, mind you, with Joy Lee, what we have to do now is get 3 6s only. You know, relatively simple, right? So we need 3 6s down here to clear this up. I doubt we'll be able to fix this issue this turn around, but at least next turn it should be more manageable. So we'll roll now and just try to get as close as possible to it. There goes our stasis, of course. I think we dropped a 5. I almost feel like getting the assist for next turn over, because we get 1 assist regardless of which, and if I use this right here, we'll have 3 for next turn over. You know what? Let's do it. Let's be risky with it. And with this 4, I think we bring this down to a 14 indeed. And then with this 1, I could bring this down to a 13, but you know what? I said we go down here, just research it instead, and we have plus 1 health for a crew member whenever we do need it. So I think we will do that instead. Finish deployment. We'll all take 1 HP damage right now, but luckily everybody's at 3 or higher, so it's not the end of the world. We know the story already, so let's go ahead and skip forward. Alrighty, so plus 1 die for both of them, -2 to the ship. I don't like that too much. And this would be plus 1 to the ship and -1 health for them. Shoot skis, man. I really don't want to get you guys down to a 2 because you guys are my 3s right now. But this seems more manageable than -2 to the ship, right? Yeah, so I'll go with that one. Everybody's down to a 2 now, which worries me a little bit. Now the food is going to definitely go to, I'm going to say Gene, because he's got the ability to give everybody else plus 1 die in the same module, so I think that could be more helpful than HP recovery, although we're all kind of low right now too. Alright, so let's see what we have here. Injury and Void and a Stasis. This injury one kind of worries me right now considering how low our health is. Now, if the captain takes care of this issue now, he could potentially give Kayla Jones 1 more die if we trigger his ability. Okay. We have 3 assists after all as well. I'm going to say we start off with Kayla just to try to bring this down to like maybe a 10. And then we'll use the captain to give her 1 HP or 1 more die and himself to a 5, assuming we trigger his ability. The only concern now is that we have 13 and 14 down here too. Man. Alright, let's start off with the captain over here. Yeah. And if we trigger his ability, by any chance, we could give Kayla 1 more die for next turn, for her turn as well. So let's roll over here. We have a 2 and a 4 to avoid. We have 3 assists. There's that 2... Oh, cool. All the assists were triggered in 1 turn, of course. That's exactly how would that play out. And we have enough to clear up this issue right now, but I really wanted to have 1 extra die for Kayla, so I'm going to go ahead and drop this over here. I'll drop the 4s over on this side, and we have a 2 left over to re-roll. Please do not trigger a 4 or a 2. Stop at a 6. That's good. And now this is a lot more manageable now at a 2. Perfect. Okay. Kayla. Kayla. I think you have to go for this one now, right? Or Joy would take damage from this one over here. Let's deal with this issue down here right now, though. This would be -1 food. Hey, I got news for you. I have no food, so you're not really doing me any sort of harm with that one. So you know what? Because of that, we could ignore this for a while and just focus on these 2. So Pakao, let's have you work on the -1 health, and then we'll deal with that 1 damage later. So you roll for this one. Trying to avoid 1s and 3s here. I guess you did avoid them, so there is that. We will drop that 4, let's see, plus 3 die to 1 crew member. That could be really useful. As a matter of fact, it could be really, really useful right now, considering how low our die situation is right now. I kind of like this a lot. So much that I'm over here thinking about just dropping these die over here and using the energy boost. With maybe even Joy Lee. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Bring this down here. Down here. Finish your deployment. We didn't clear up any injuries there or any damage, but that's okay, because now we could do Joy Lee. She has the assist perk, right? Which is a little bit more useful right now than maybe even triggering this over here. So, come down here. Use the energy boost. You have 5 die now. Perfect. This should be enough to clear this issue up right now as well. Assuming you get some good rolls. Nope, instead you got 3 stasis. I was hoping to trigger a resist as well, but we got nothing over a 5. We have enough right now for 11 of 14. This is really bad because we're looking at -1 damage to everybody right now. So, +1 health for 1 crew member. Yeah. Let's do this. We'll use this 1 to shuffle. +1 to the ship. That could be pretty good. Here we go. 28 repair 1 module. We could save that for later. I like the +1 ship. This is not bad. We will hold on to these cards down here. Now here we still have an issue though, and I think what we do is... What we do here is maybe use the 1 to 3 to get the +1 ship to negate the damage coming in right now, and then we reroll this over here as well, and hope for the best. Because, you know, even if we use the ones that we have right now, we're looking at bringing this down to a 4, which is more manageable for next turn, though. But we could also have +1 ship right now as well. Plus, these guys are stasis anyway. So, let's do the quick patch. Alright. 17 repair module. Ooh, perfect. This is not too bad. As a matter of fact, I kind of like it a lot. We could clear up this issue right now. If I had 4, that is. But we could use it for the next turn over as well if we had decided to just can these at the moment. So if we can these right now, we should be fine. Or I could just bring this issue down to like an 8 for next turn over as well. Or just reroll. I'm going to reroll. I'm going to reroll here and hope for some... Hey, we got some 4s. So we brought this down to a 6. That's a lot more manageable. You know what? I will do that. Now this means that at least 1 die alone could probably fix this issue. Maybe with Pacao because he has no die for next turn over. So we'll finish his deployment over. Alrighty. Not too bad. And then over here, we'll deal with this issue. Right? Or, we take damage with Kayla and deal with this down here. Because remember, we did just trigger the +1 HP, so that'll negate this damage coming in. And we can just avoid everybody going down to 1 HP. You know what? That might be a little bit more important. So, instead of everybody at 1, we could just have Kayla at 1. Yeah, so we'll bring you down here. Of course, the problem is we have to get 6 at least here, Kayla, so... Ooh, that's the problem. 3 or more. Oh, stop right there. Oh, my goodness God. So we could heal everybody up to 1 HP right now at the moment. Or we could just take care of the issue. I think we take care of the issue. Okay. So we're going to lose -1 food. Hey, we have no food, so that's not a big problem. And we'll take 1 damage, but again, we negated that, so not a big problem over here. Skip forward. We're struggling right now, but I think we could still turn this around. +1 food and -1 dice for all the crew members. Well, let's be honest here. It's not like Kayla Jones or Picard going down to a 0, but it's going to bring Jean and Joy down to a 3, and we still have a lot of issues to deal with next turn over. So I'm going to say, although we'll get +1, we'll get food, and we can just clear up Pascal or Kayla, that might make up for it. This might be better. Although this will give me plus health for all crew members, which is a problem too. So essentially what we're doing here is sacrificing 2 dice for 1 food for Pacao and Kayla. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all. I say we do this one. And then, as in, we sacrifice 2 die for 3 for somebody else. I think that's actually pretty good. The other option wasn't too bad as well. But now we'll go with, let's see, Kayla could heal people right now, which we're pretty low on. I think we go with Kayla for this one, and we'll ignore Pacao until a little bit later. So, of course, this, I forgot, this is a turn where they give you a ton of different events, though. Okay. And we have some modules down here that could help us out, potentially. So, first thing to deal with. Maybe this 14 issue already? I mean, we have a ton of people down here anyway. Let's be honest here, Pacao could only probably deal with this down here, but if we want to get him up here to deal with that, we have to clear the pad for him. So, 14. Let's start off with Joy, or maybe Kayla for some HP. You know what, let's start off with Kayla over here. And what I'm hoping for is get just enough to reduce this down to a smaller amount, and just maybe get plus 1 HP for everybody in this module. That could be pretty useful. So go ahead and roll. Alrighty, that's enough to clear this up now. Perfect, 19. So all we need is 14 though, so let's see. This here would be 14, and then over here we have a 5 left over to give HP to everybody else. That's pretty good. So you know what? Clear this up this issue now, and everybody has 1 HP more in this crew. Perfect, or this module anyway. 1 issue down with. And now we can use Pakal to be brought up here afterwards too, but we need to take care of this 9. So for the 9, I think we use Joy Lee. Over here we're looking at, wow, injury ones. Oof. Those ones are going to be pretty hurtful for us. Oh boy. And we have food. Again, we have no food, so we don't have to worry too much about this one right now. I want to use Pakal for that up here. -1 health could be problematic as well, because we're all pretty low. But in order to clear this up, I think we have to clear this first, because we can't really sacrifice more HP. So, I'm thinking Joy down at here. And we gotta make sure we don't trigger this goddamn void. No 3s, please. Oh, I saw a 3 momentarily. Oh, good God, we got it. So here we have enough to... Oh, nice. You know what? We have enough to trigger the assist now. So check this out. We'll clear up the issue. We'll get 3 assists now. Finish deployment. Okay. Not bad. 2 people left over. 4 die to mess around with. Pakal, you have to come over here and deal with this. You have 3 assists, my friend, so all you have to do is just, maybe give me a 3. A 3 is enough. Or a 5, that's cool too. Absolutely, clear this up now. Alrighty. Things are turning around. This was a really terrible, start for us for this map too, because we had, like, 5 different events going on. But we brought it down to 2, we have Captain over here. I would love to restore some die with people, but... nobody is in the area to do that, so I think we have to take care of this first to deal with the injury. We will take 2 damage next turn over, but we could then manage that afterwards, I would say. Or, since we have 3 assists right now, we could just go straight over here. It's going to drop me down to 1 HP with Jean, though. Is that something I want happening? I don't think so. So I think we go with the food instead. The problem is the side project that we trigger could indeed have Jean taking 1 HP damage, so that could be, instant death for him in the side project option, so... I'm trying to avoid that. Let's start off with a row here. Oh boy, good. Use up all my assists. That's exactly what I want happening right now. This is a terrible row, man. Just goddamn terrible. Oh, come on! They didn't even clear up the event. I was hoping that 3 die would be enough, but apparently not. Okay. I think we start building up to here. So let me drop a 4 over here. And we start building up the side projects again. And we can go to a 4, we could have 17 repair for 1 module. So all we need is like 2 more die, really. I'm content with this, at least for now. So we'll take our 2 damage, and food. We don't have food, so we won't lose anything. That's fine. Alrighty, what are we looking at here? -30 stress for all the crew members, but with -1 to the ship, +1 food, and 30 stress for them. You know what? This is pretty useful right now. And now we have cannibalism involved too. I said I would probably try to avoid cannibalism if I could, but right now I feel like we need some die going forward. So my goal for this run is to try to get everybody out alive. So let's go ahead and start off with either Jean or Joy. I'll give this to Jean, and then we'll do 1, and then with the last one we could restore somebody completely full. Kayla or Pakal. What do we need more right now? I think HP, right? Yeah. So we'll go with HP. Finish this off. Okay, this is manageable. So, 26, 9. Everybody has a pretty good amount of dice as well, too. Pakal. Injury one's over here. So we want either Pakal or Joy taking care of this because they have 3 HP each. So... yeah. Let's start off with Pakal. Although with Pakal we're looking at least 3 5s at least to make this clear up. With Joy we have a bit more wiggle room. But we do have assist as well. That's interesting. You know what? Here's what we do. We use Pakal to clear this up because I want to have Jean deal with this on his own. Because this is 2 damage right here. And we're looking at 26 up here as well. And at the same time, we could also consider using this. This disaster reduction could be really useful. We have to fill up the entire research bar for that. So, you know what, Pakal? Let's have you deal with this instead, and then we'll have Joy deal with that one. I think this might work out. Perhaps. The damage really worries me, though. In case things go bad, I need that damage down. Let's start off with Joy over here, then. Let's roll. Try to avoid ones, please. Okay, no ones. And we have enough to clear this up right now. I think we take it. As much as I would like to put some more points into research and maybe even trigger more... Actually, the assist we're fine with. Let's not risk getting rid of assist here by triggering more ones, so let's just deal with this now. Although, if I put these two over here, we have 2 more HP to the ship. But then we have to bring somebody down here to use up the turn for this. So no, let's just deal with the event now. We want to manage these down here a little bit. We have 3 now to deal with. Okay, good. Pakal, you are the one that I wanted to use for this one anyway, so this is going to still work out for us. You come down here, do your rolling. All I need is 9, dude. We got it. Okay. So here's what we do. We use the +1 ship. We can harvest some food. If we harvest food now, we're going to be dealing with this event here, so we'll have 1 food, which will be 3 die for somebody. For Pakal, as a matter of fact. So here's my dilemma. Actually, no, we can't harvest... Oh, we can harvest food. We'd have to put 2 6s over here, but then this event would still remain. No. You know what? That's a bad idea, then. Because we have to get 2 6s to get 1 food. Yeah, it's a bad idea. So let's go instead with the... Let's go with the 6 for over here. And I'm thinking we clear up the event, and then the 6 we either drop it into ship or research project for a 3. And get us closer to maybe getting this repair module. So yeah. Drop a 5 here, and the 6 is now up in the air. Do you want HP for the ship or research project? I think we go with the research project now. And now we're closer to getting one of these, emergency modules down here. Perfect. Alrighty. 2 to deal with now. And Gene, thankfully, is our dude with a ton of dice, so he could possibly do something good over here. I think we want to definitely use the assist for possible injuries. We could deal with the stasis easier than with the injuries. So Gene, let's have you deal with the leak warning here first. Try to avoid ones, dude. All you really have to do is avoid ones, and we'll be fine. There's 1 already. Luckily, we were able to clear that out. We have a ton of 4s. We could also drop... You know what? Drop 3 over here. Bring this down to a 9. That's more manageable. Okay. Ton more manageable. So now we're looking at a 9, which we have enough to clear up right now. And if I wanted to, I could do another reroll, but no. I think we just deal with this now. Everybody is at least looking pretty good, and we'll hopefully... Oh, wait, Falcon. Falcon, don't use the 4 there. Just use the 1. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We're going to drop the leftover into research project anyway. We could just reroll as well. But no, I want to have at least 1 assist for the other module. So, clear this up now. Bring a 4 down to research projects, and that's cool. Alrighty. Not too bad. In the last one, we have Kayla Jones with 5 die to deal with a 15 issue. I think that's going to be really, really manageable for us. And if you get any extra points, I think what we do is either reduce stress or just get you up to 3 HP. So let's start rolling here to begin with. And maybe hopefully fill up that research bar too. There's her assist, our last one. We have enough to clear up this issue right now. So, let's do 6, 5, there's our issue. And then we could do 1 and 2 down to the research project instead. Perfect. We're up to 3. We have prevent stasis and prevent void. I don't like these too much, really. I mean, they're kind of useful, I suppose, but I would love to get that disaster reduction, but we still need a little bit more for that. Alrighty, let's go forward here. No damage. We got everything cleared up. Skip forward. What do we have here? Negative 30 stress for both of these guys over here, which would put Gene close to breaking, and then Kayla Jones would break. Let's see. We have +1 die for our boy Pakal over here. -1 health to all the crew members. I'm not really too happy about that one. And we also have +2 food and -5 health for her. So with this one, we're killing Gene for 2 food. No, I don't like that at all. Can we sacrifice 1 HP off of Kayla and Gene to bring him down to 1 for 1 dice for this guy? No. I think we have to go with this one down here. It's probably like the last one's going to hurt us. And we go forward. We have no more food over here, so what are our events for this term around? 32 and a 10. It's pretty high, but it's not completely unmanageable. Alright guys, we're going to wrap it up here for today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Leave a thumbs up. I will catch you next time.